A good day to all. I am Dr. N Uma Maheswari, Associate Professor and Head, PG and Research Department of History, Sri Sarada College for Women, Autonomous, Salem 16. Today, we are going to learn about a famous personality of Pakistan, the great leader called Mohammed Ali-Jinnah. Who is this Mohammed Ali-Jinnah? Mohammed Ali-Jinnah was the founder of the country of Pakistan. After the partition of India, he became the Governor General of Pakistan. As a mark of respect, Pakistanis call him Quasi-Azam. Quasi-Azam is a phrase that in Urdu language means the great leader. He is also called Babi Quam, another phrase in the Urdu which means the father of the nation. The day of his birth is declared as a national holiday in Pakistan. Now let us see about the early life of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was born on 25th December 1876 in Karachi into the Islami family. He was born in Karachi, the city of Sindh. His father's name was Jinnah and his mother's name was Mithibai. Jinnah was the eldest of 7 children of Jinnah and Mithibai. His family had migrated to Sindh from Kathiawar of Gujarat. His early years of Jinnah. In 1891, when he was 15 years old, Jinnah went to London and worked for a few years for a company. At that time, his mother died. In 1894, Jinnah quit his job to study law. He joined the course at Lincoln's Inn and graduated in 1896. While still in London, he also started to participate in politics. He gradually admired Indian political leaders Dadabhai Naoroji and Feroz Shah Mehta. Gradually, Jinnah was developing his political outlook. He was thinking on that line that India should have a constitutional self-government. Around this time, his father lost his business. This put Jinnah under great difficulty. In the meantime, he had started to practice as a lawyer in Mumbai. He also built a house in Mumbai's Malabar Hill area. The house is now known as Jinnah's house. He became a successful lawyer. In 1908, he represented Bala Gangadhar Tilak, a famous leader of Indian National Congress. Tilak was facing charges of sedition against the British rule. Jinnah pleaded the case well, but Tilak was sent into prison. Jinnah as a politician. Jinnah had already joined the Indian National Congress in 1906 when he started his politics. The Congress was the largest political organization in the British India. Many members and leaders of the Indian National Congress favored limited self-government for the people of the Indian subcontinent. Jinnah also held the same view. At that time, his role model was Gopalakrishna Gokhale. On 25th January 1910, Jinnah became a member of the Imperial Legislative Council. He was an active member of the council. Like many other leaders of British India, Jinnah also supported Great Britain during the First World War. The leaders had supported Great Britain thinking that after the war, Great Britain would grant the people of some continent the freedom. In the beginning, Jinnah had avoided joining all the Muslim League, another political organization of the British India. Muslims had formed the league in 1906. In 1913, Jinnah became a member of the Muslim League. In 1934, he became the president of the Muslim League. He agreed with the Congress and the Muslim League. The agreement tried to present a united front to the British for giving the people of the subcontinent a self-government dominion status in the British Empire. This was similar to the dominion status that Canada, New Zealand, and Australia had at that time. By 1918, Mahatma Gandhi had become one of the leaders of the Congress Party. Gandhi took a line of non-violent protest to gain self-government for British India. Jinnah took a different line. He wanted a constitutional struggle to gain self-government for British India. Jinnah also opposed Gandhi's support for the Khilafat movement. Gradually, many differences between them had arisen. In 1920, Jinnah left the Congress party. He became the president of the Muslim League. At this time, Jinnah brought out a program to reduce the differences between the Congress party and the Muslim League. The program had 14 points of action. Therefore, it became popularly known as Jinnah's 14 points. But the Congress party did not accept these. During these years, Jinnah's personal life had suffered. His focus on the politics had led to tensions in Jinnah's marriage. The couple separated in 1927, and after a serious illness, Ratnabai died. Around that time, there was a conference of British Indian leaders with the government of Great Britain. It was held in London and is known as the Round Table Conference. Jinnah criticized the policy of Gandhi. The conference failed. Jinnah was also not happy with the Muslim League. He decided to quit politics. He again started to work as a lawyer in England. During all these years, his sister Fatima Jinnah took care of Jinnah's affairs both at home and outside. She also became a close advisor to him. Jinnah as the leader of Muslim League. Many Muslim leaders of British India like Aga Khan, Chowdhury and Sir Muhammad Iqbal requested Jinnah to come back to British Raj. The leaders of the Muslim League wanted him to take charge of the Muslim League. Jinnah agreed to come back to India. In 1934, he left London and returned to India to recognize the Muslim League again. However, at this time, the League was held by the powerful Premier of Punjab, Sir Sikandar Hayat Khan. In October 1937, he agreed with Jinnah's Muslim League joining a strong government. This was called as Jinnah-Sikandar Pact. His differences with the Congress party continued to become bigger. In 1930, some Muslim leaders like Allama Iqbal argued for a separate country for the Muslim people of India. At last, he concluded that Hindus and Muslims cannot live in a single country. Jinnah also started to have the idea of a separate country for Muslims in India. Jinnah and the Muslim League started to work to get a separate country. They made a plan for this in the year 1940 called the Pakistan Resolution. This new country was to become and named as Pakistan. In 1941, Jinnah founded a newspaper named The Dawn. This newspaper published the views and political thinking of Muslim League. During World War II, Jinnah supported the British and opposed the Quit India movement of the Congress Party. In 1944, Gandhi held 14 rounds of talks with Jinnah, but they could not come to any conclusion. By this time, the Muslim League had formed governments in some provinces and had also entered the central government. Now, let us see about Jinnah as the founder of Pakistan. The Muslim League under Jinnah's leadership accepted both the plans. But on 16th August 1946, Jinnah also announced the direct action to achieve independence for Pakistan, a separate country of Muslims of the former British Raj. The British Indian Empire was partitioned into two countries, namely India and Pakistan. Jinnah became the first Governor General of Pakistan, and his sister Fatima Jinnah, became the mother of the nation. He also became the president of the Pakistan Constituent Assembly. In an address to the Constituent Assembly on 11th August 1947, Jinnah told about the future plan of Pakistan as a secular state. He told this in the following words. You may belong to any religion, caste, or creed. That has nothing to do with the business of the state. In due course of time, Hindus will cease to be Hindus and Muslims will cease to be Muslims, not in the religious sense, because that is the personal faith of each individual, but in the political sense as the citizens of the state. Jinnah also took the direct charge of the government. After the partition, the large scale violence between Muslims and the Hindus took place. Such violence was very serious in Punjab and Bengal. Jinnah toured around the areas with Hindu leaders from British India to calm down the population. Many people died in the violence. Jinnah was personally very sad at all these happenings. Soon after the independence of India and Pakistan, armed conflict broke out in Kashmir. Kashmiri's king had agreed to become a part of India, but most of the Muslims of Kashmir did not like this. They started fighting in Kashmir. India had to send its troops to Kashmir, which had become a part of India. India raised the issue to the United Nations. The United Nations ordered the conflict to end and a plebiscite. Jinnah's role in creation of Pakistan as a new nation was very important. Thus made him very popular among the people of Pakistan. In East Pakistan, people opposed Jinnah's view that the language most commonly known as Urdu should be the sole nation language. The last days of Jinnah. Mohammed Ali-Jinnah had been suffering from tuberculosis since the early 1940s. Only his sister and very few other persons close to the family knew this. After the partition of India and the creation of Pakistan, he became the Governor General of Pakistan. His work was increased, but his health was deteriorating. To regain his health, he spent many months at his official rest house. The rest house was located at a place named Zirat. Jinnah could not regain his health and hence he died on 11th September 1948 due to tuberculosis. And we can say that we cannot deny that Jinnah is a very famous personality and he is commonly called as the father of the nation. And this made him very popular among the people of Pakistan, and hence he is popularly called as the father of the nation. Thank you.